Rising Facebook family. Let me get this situated. Bear with me while I'm doing this. I'm just taking you all through my rising. I took my crochet hair down. So just to go over a little bit of background, I am natural. I've been natural for most of my life. Not because of any phenomenon, but I have a different type of hair. My hair is fine, it's curly, and it's difficult to deal with. I do have a unique curl pattern of my own, which is very alarming to deal with if you don't know how to deal with hair. For a nice majority of my life, my mother was braiding my hair like through elementary school. My sister started braiding my hair through high school. And as an adult, I kind of played around a little bit. I ventured with other hairstyles, but I mostly had my hair in braids and later on in the twists, in the Senegalese twists, which I was exposed to while I lived in Florida. Now, I wear crochet hairstyles because I love versatility. I'm a woman, I'm a Gemini. I don't like looking the same. And I'm really digging the purple hair, but I'm not willing to compromise the integrity of my natural tresses in lieu of that look. So what I do is French braid my hair, and there is a crochet needle technique that I use to latch hook the hair into my head, and it's a certain knot technique depending on what kind of curl it is that locks that hair into place. I then rock that look for anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks, and then I take it down. Most of the time, all the time with the exception of the last time, I use the exposure from the parts to go in between to clean. So as a fitness professional, I sweat a lot. I sweat for a living. I have a toothbrush. It's a medium, like the medium strength toothbrush, maybe even a soft one. And I dip it inside of the baby shampoo. I'll show you guys what's left. It's not much. And I may have just thrown it away because it was like nothing left. Oh. Okay, I did save one little drop because I can give it to my son, but excuse me. This is the baby oil this is the baby shampoo that I use on my hair. Again, when I crochet my hair, I am French braiding my hair. My natural hair gets French braided. It stays up in this latch hook method, protective style, from 4 to 6 weeks. I sweat a lot. Typically after the second week, I'll take my baby shampoo and a medium strength or a soft strength toothbrush and go in between those parts so that I can clean my hair. It smells nice and clean, and it leaves me feeling connected to myself. I had to let go of the hairstylist that was doing my hair a couple years ago because she dyed my hair. It was beautiful, but something went awry, and my hair started falling out about 2 to 3 days after she dyed it, and she wouldn't tell me what to do and tried to charge me full price for another hairstyle or to tend to the matter. And at that point I said, okay, this is fight or flight time. I have to finally learn my hair. It's been a difficult process for me. I did not know how to French braid as a child. I recently learned within the last couple years, no exaggeration, and I learned from YouTube. I practiced on myself. I have a daughter and I have a niece. So everybody got it until I got the hang of it. And then my go-to is my crochet braids. But in between, I love to treat my hair. I have never bonded with myself this way. And for the first time in my life, I feel beautiful. So my beauty transcends words. I feel it inside of me, though, and this is the first time I've ever felt that way. in addition to doing the healthier hair regimens, which I will share with you all, but only one in this video, eating consciously, which I tell you all about all the time, also helps tremendously, because the food that our body thrives from, our hair is thriving from as well. And even though these follicles are known to be dead parts of existence that come through our scalp, we still have to give it life in order for it to thrive. So let's go over the L.O.C treatment. It is liquid. This is my spray bottle. It's just some kind of bottled water. I only drink spring water, so whatever kind of water I see around the house is not spring water. That's like a partially drank bottle. I pour inside of this bottle, and then I use whatever kind of oils that I've researched that will address whatever my concern is at that time. Both my daughter and I have this unique curly kind of hair, and it gets very dry very easily. We live in the desert, so this lock process has been the most beneficial for our hair. I'm not in the hair care business at all, so I'm showing you all how you can maintain your hair with no knowledge of hair at all. I didn't have any knowledge. Like I said, I just learned how to French braid a couple years ago. I'm learning how to detangle with my fingers, which we'll go over in this video, and a lot of other things too. So far, I've moisturized this area. And it's a combination of my liquid, my oil, which I'm using Jamaican black castor oil. I got this from Sally's. It was like $7 for this. I specifically take this black Jamaican castor oil, pour a bit in my palm, rub it together, and I put it in my sensitive areas. The fronts of my hair is the most sensitive, and even though I enjoy wearing my protective styles, I've not been responsible when putting it together, so I'm learning a lot about how to care for my hair type. In the meantime, my edges have been compromised. You can see that they're coming in now, but before I started using this black Jamaican castor oil, I had a lot less hair up here. It's starting to grow back now. I also put the black Jamaican castor oil on my eyebrows and on my eyelashes, because I have one eyebrow that is like naturally perfect, and I have one eyebrow that looked like somebody sliced some hairs, so I can never get the same arch on both eyebrows. And I'm being proactive about generating follicle growth in the areas that could stand some more hair. And then as far as the lashes are concerned, I naturally have long lashes, but I want them longer. And I heard through research, I researched that the same oils that can grow my hair can grow my lashes as well. So I'm going to get back to you all, and if that's true, then we'll be talking about that. Anyhow, to administer this L.O.C treatment, I take my finger. This is my comb. I don't use combs anymore. Well, as little as possible. And I go across the back of my hair, straight across. Now, what's happening when you see me pull up like this? It's little tangles. My hair is very curly. It's curling up on top of one another. So when I pull the hair up like this, it incites for that follicle to relax its curl pattern a bit, so that I can separate the gooked up areas, which is exactly what I did, taking my finger and going across. Now, as you're going across, if you feel any kind of resistance, maybe you feel some kind of knots, listen for something. You're going to hear a pop if you're breaking your hair. That's not good. When you break your hair, you're breaking it from the roots. And that's how we start losing our hair. Specifically in the middle of my head, is a place where I've had the hardest time, because I recognize as an individual that was not educated in proper hair care maintenance, I was not moisturizing the middle of my hair. I would put whatever hair products on the perimeters of my hair. The perimeters of my hair feel great. It's a completely different hair texture, different curl pattern. It's just different. And then in the middle, it's a bit more aggressive. That's my jungle land area. So you just saw me take my finger and separate in between. Again, if you feel like that clamping, that it's like crowded up, and you feel the more you take your finger and you try to separate, think of your finger as a comb. You know how when somebody else is parting your hair and they don't comb through it right, and then they get to parting it and it hurt, and you feel your hair snapping from your head? That's literally your hair falling out your head in a very aggressive and violent way. Again, if you feel that intense curl combination, take your fingers from the root and just pull it up like that. With me pulling it up like that, I'm just relaxing the curls from the root. And when I do that, then it allows for my hair to be free like that instead of all balled up like that. It's literally that simple. So L.O.C is liquid oil cream. My liquid is this spray bottle. I just rinsed off a hair mask. I slept in a hair mask last night because I'm welcoming my hair back to the outside. This is the black Jamaican castor oil, and I'm just spreading it on that part of my hair that I've just fingered across, and then excess hair I'm putting on this area of my head that has yet to be addressed. And I just have these clamps up here so it can rest naturally. I'm going to go back in there and deal with any kind of aggressive combinations my curls have combined into. I'm going to get to that, but I need it out my way for right now. So this is a little thing of clamps that I got from like the beauty supply store. It's super cheap. I don't know how much I paid for it, but it was very cheap. Hey D, mwah, early rising man. After I put the liquid on, I take we did the oil already, and this is the cream. My mom just went to the beauty convention that was here in Las Vegas at one of those big old hotels down there. And this was a product that she was gifted for free. This product has coconut, Jamaican mango, and lime. And those are things that like your body thrives from. I drink a coconut a day because that coconut water gives me life, honey, period. My life is literally very dull without the coconut water. I'm in the fitness profession, as you all know. About a month ago, I was teaching 9 different pool fitness classes a week. So things were really intense. And it was the coconut water that gave me my natural source of electrolytes. Electrolytes is like a component that certain things are supposed to have that feeds your cells and ultimately gives you like more energy. There is the man-made source of electrolytes, which would be like a Gatorade or Powerade or any of those things, but they also have foreign agents in those products, so they're not the best choice for you. If you're looking for an electrolyte resource, the best one is drinking the coconut water straight from a young coconut. The shell is thick as hell. It's hard to get inside of a coconut. So luckily, my man is from the Bahamas. The way he be like hacking into the coconut, he made me feel like I missed a very simple part of life that I should be aware of. But I find my own little processes when I can't get a hold of him. And I do use the meat, the coconut meat, for different things. If it's not for food, it makes the best hair conditioner ever. My favorite hair conditioner is coconut meat, straight out the coconut, avocado, and baby bananas. Oh my gosh. Whew, Jabba, your hair gonna love you. I love you too, D. Thank you for rising and giving me the love, man. I miss you. D is my brother from Miami. He's one of my boo's bestest friends ever. And he's definitely one of mine too. In my longest days, when I felt extremely misunderstood, D was one of the few people that always got it. So I appreciate you, man, still, forever, always. So yeah, now I'm just going to do that process over my whole head. I'm not going to show another section because it's actually very difficult to look into the lens of this camera and pay attention to my hair, and I'm only doing this one time. I will be doing a blog about it, but I also put this inside of Amaya's hair, which was the reason why I felt like it was really important to do a Facebook Live today. Again, this is the product. These are all the ingredients that are featured in it. It's a very light cream. I love the way it smells. My daughter had chronic eczema, chronic asthma, chronic allergies, and is very, very, very sensitive. So Amaya is actually the reason why I learned as much as I now know about food, because she was allergic to over 85% of the major food group. So I had to learn how to make things outside the box way more common. Hey, Grandma! Facebook family, my grandma is on here. Early rising, Granny. My granny is the bestest granny ever. I will be doing some Facebook Lives with her in the near future, so you all can meet her too. She's a retired celebrity chef, and my grandma is the reason why I have been able to think of anything that's been just really intimidating and overwhelming, and figured out like how to chop it down to size. My grandma's remedy for life is to get you a cold glass of water and a nap, and it's always worked. That was my meditation, my yoga for a portion of my life until I learned how to become great at direct meditation and yoga. So, all right, that's all I have. Have a beautiful rest of your day, Facebook family. Thank you for giving me time in your rising. Love and light and peace.